What's up, guys? We're going into my gym here and I got a lot of cool stuff in here. I just finished my gym up. It's got a lot of bang for the buck, and I'm going to go through it with you real quick. You can see here my first piece, and this is the centerpiece for any gym, is going to be your power rack, and this is a Rogue power rack right here. This was about $1,000. I put this in about 6 months ago, and I always say you need a good power rack. It's just an absolute necessity for any gym. It really is, home gym. And this one's awesome. It's got the safeties on it also there, but I also got the bands and the pegs down there. You can do band resistance. As you can see, I got that set up on my bar, my bench press bar right now. Rogue bench, flat bench right there, non-adjustable. And that's kind of the beginning stage of any bench, of any, home gym, is getting you a good power rack. The newest piece I got here, which is just freaking a beast, is the Rogue Rhino Belt Squat. And you can see this thing. This piece of equipment, belt squats are just incredible. This was about $2,300, so not super cheap, but I honestly think it's a great deal for what you get. This thing is heavy duty. All steel, holds over 1,000 pounds. It's about 6.5 feet tall, the middle piece there, so it's pretty large. The footprint on it is not too bad. It's 60 inches by about 40 inches, I think, 48. So it's, the deck there and the platform. So love this piece. It deloads your spine, gives you incredible isolation on your glutes and quads and hamstrings. Much more superior to a traditional squat without any risk. You don't need a spotter, better isolation, and you're not compressing your spine. So that's really important, so I would highly recommend this machine. I do not get anything from Rogue for promoting their machine, but this is an incredible piece. There are different versions of belt squats out there. There's cheaper versions. I always say, if you can afford it, get something good and the best. And I'll demonstrate this machine in an upcoming video with my leg routine, but I just want to do a quick overview of the gym here. So that's the Rogue Rhino. Comes with a belt, comes with everything you need to get started except the free weights, and it's plate loaded, as you can see, okay? The second thing I have here is a hip thrust machine. Now, this machine is by a company called GMWP. It's a weird name, I know. Good quality equipment though. This thing was, I think it was about $600, about $570, excuse me. And it is a hip thrust machine. I don't know if your gym has these. These are great for glutes. Basically, they work your glutes. And I love this machine versus using a barbell and rolling it up on you, and it's just a hassle. But this thing is amazing. Takes up a lot of space, so this is a big machine. It's not heavy, but it stands up. You can pick it up on this end here, this far end here, and stand it straight up, and it's got wheels. So it's a space saver if you want to stand it up, which is pretty cool. Assembly time on most of these pieces, the Rogue Rhino took about 3-4 hours to put together. This thing was about an hour to put together. But again, it holds probably, plenty of weight. You get probably 6 plates on each side of this thing. And it's a very comfortable machine, very safe. Love this thing. So if you want to build up glutes, and your even hamstrings, posterior chain, it works all those things. The next machine I have is this is by Giant. It is a, let me get over here. This is a lat pull-down machine, as you can see, and I'm gonna scan down here. And it's plate loaded as all, anything that, if you buy things that are plate loaded, you're gonna save a lot of money. If something is a selectorized, you're gonna spend a lot more money buying selectorized equipment. The plate loaded is much better. And this is Giant, very high quality. I must say, it took me a couple hours to put this together. It's got a low row on the floor, great padding, great pulley system, high quality stainless steel pulleys, very robust there. And that is a seesaw I bought from Rogue Pull Down, which I love. It's adjustable. You can see how awesome that is. But that is the Giant lat pull row machine. So really like that. Super cool machine, super smooth. You'd be surprised. I like it better than anything I've used at a gym, and I mean that. I'm not kidding you. Great piece of equipment. Over here, this I bought from Titan Equipment. This is a combo machine. It's a leg extension and a leg hamstring curl machine combined into one. And just a great machine, super easy to assemble. Took like a half hour to put this machine together. Lightweight, you can move it around your gym. Probably weighs 100 pounds, you know, maybe 120. And this machine here was about 550 bucks total for this. And again, very robust. I mean, this stuff, I lift heavy, and you can put a lot of plates on this thing. As you can see there, fully adjustable, small footprint, and just a really, really cool machine. Right next to it, I got a seated dip machine. I bought this from Giant also. This machine I got for 250 bucks, which I thought was just a great deal. Very simple. Like I say, half hour to literally to assemble this. Comes mainly in one piece. There's a couple pieces, but you can put a ton of weight on the back. Great comfortable seat, adjustable seat. Small footprint also on this one here, but just very robust machine. I've put 400 pounds on it, holds up with me on it, and it's just a great machine. Then I got my sissy squat, which I previewed before in my gym. Every gym needs a sissy squat. People ask me how I built my huge legs. One of the big weapons I use is that machine right there, the sissy squat. Get those for about 200 bucks on Amazon. Incredible. And then here is the Rogue Landmine. This hooks right up on the base of any Rogue monster rack or monster light rack. You can see here, it's just a peg that goes through. There's a sleeve. Any bar, any Olympic bar can fit inside that sleeve. And then you have an attachment, which is here. And then you can put as many plates as you want on there, up to 6 plates I figure you can get on there for your lat. And that's a great T-bar row. I mean, that whole thing is 80 bucks, not including the bar. So really, really cool. For back and doing you know, for lat building lat thickness. And of course I got my assorted dumbbells. I got dumbbells from 120 all the way down to 30 pounds. I do them in 20, 30 pound increments, jumps, whatever. But as you can see, you know, this is small. It's 400 square feet roughly, maybe 500, but I got it all in here with room to spare. So I mean, you don't need as much space if you plan it out ahead of time. When you're ordering equipment, just make sure you look at the footprint. Make sure you're looking at the footprint of the equipment. They all have them when you order them. Look at the height, width, length, assembly. You know, you got to remember, are you going downstairs with it? Most of this stuff is small when it's disassembled. You know, it comes in a crate and you know, you just put it together. But you got to have the space for it, for sure. You got to have a good floor. The big thing I would suggest to anyone doing a home gym is make sure you get horse mats or some thick rubber matting. As you can see, I have it on all parts of my floor here. And that is very important. You do not want to be lifting on your slab because you will damage your concrete. These are about 1 inch thick, 1.5 inches thick, I think. These are horse mats I bought off of a local guy. They're 4 by 6 foot. You can cut them. They're a little tough to cut, but they can be cut. You can see lots of YouTube videos on how to cut horse mats. They're amazing. So you can drop any amount of weight on these things. It won't even hurt your floor. Total cost on these, it varies. These were used. I mean, they weren't brand new, but they're in great shape. As you can see, I cleaned them up, and they're probably 50 bucks per 4 by 6 foot sheet, roughly. So that's a really good deal I got on those. But you're gonna spend a few $100 on this, all in this entire gym that I put together, all this equipment you're looking at, all the weights I bought, which are Rogue weights. I got Rogue rubber plates, and I got some old steel plates in here too. Used dumbbells. I bought some of the dumbbells loose, some of the used dumbbells, kettlebells, rack, bench, bands, everything all in. I'm at about $5,000, you know, just a little bit over $5,000, you know, for all this equipment. And this is everything I need, you know, to train for a competitive bodybuilder or a power lifter or a CrossFit guy or Olympic lift, whatever you want. You can do everything you want on this. Now there's some extra things you might want if you're doing more stuff for sports, but this is a great base to work on. The middle part of the gym here where I got my the landmine here, I can do my deadlifts right in here. As you can see, there's a lot of space to do deadlifts. So I got more than enough space to do everything I want to do. Pull my bench out, and I can do my dumbbell lifts right there in this space. This space here on the camera doesn't look that big, but this is about 6 foot by 8 feet. This space right here, which I can just do any type of standing movements. When I move the landmine out of the way, it opens up the floor pretty nice, so I got plenty of space. Anyway, that's my gym. It's all done. There might be a couple things I might add to it, obviously in the future, some specialty bars or whatever, but I pretty much got everything I need right now. I'm really super happy with it, and I'll be doing a lot of videos utilizing this equipment, showing everybody how I do it, what I do, the variations. Like the Rogue Rhino here has so many other things you can do besides just belt squats. Pretty versatile piece of equipment. So anyway, I'll let you guys go. Let me know what you think of the home gym, and also let me know what you think of home gyms in general. And do you have a home gym, and what do you got in it? What do you like, what don't you like, and are you considering getting a home gym? If you have any questions, you know, feel free to hit me up and ask me what I think. I've looked at a lot of equipment. I've researched a lot of equipment before I bought this stuff, and I've used this stuff, and it works. It's great equipment. I do not get any, I don't work for any of these companies, so I'm just giving you my honest appraisal of how I've used them and how they've stood up to me. So, and I go pretty damn heavy, so they're pretty damn good for me. But if you got any questions about starting your own gym up at home, feel free to hit me up about that. And check me back in the coming days and weeks, and I'm going to be demoing these equipment and showing you how I use them and the variations and stuff we can use on them. So hope you all are having a great holiday, and see you soon.